It's sunset. This is the last light of today, when my brother Danny would have been 40 years old. I remember when he was born, I was about to be 16, and we had been taken against our will, me and the rest of my siblings. And we had been locked up by our parents and tortured and forced to live a false identity. And that's what Daddy was born into. I remember that he was born around 11 o'clock at night. It was quick. My mom came to us and she said, the baby's on its way. And then my dad came back, it seemed like less than an hour after, and said, as a joke, "It's a girl." And I remember feeling disappointed. I don't know why. I would have been just as happy to have had a baby sister, but my dad joked and he said, "I'm kidding. It's a boy and his name is Daniel." And he was really cute. He looked like a little peanut. And it was really weird because I knew that his last name wasn't his real last name, and it confused me. I would see him and I'd say to myself, "Oh, he's not Danny Delgado, he's Danny Espinosa." But we were forbidden to tell him the truth. And I'm really not sure when Danny found out about our family history, because we were forced to keep it a secret, like we were forced to keep a lot of things a secret. And, people ask sometimes, like, how could you have kept it a secret? Well, we were terrified. We were really put under a lot of duress. And I'm thankful people don't understand that, because they didn't have to live through it. But I think when Danny found out our real family history, that, we weren't Delgados, that my father was a fugitive of the law, it affected him in a strange way, I thought. It affected him because he seemed upset that he had lost out on all of the quote-unquote fun. And it wasn't fun what we lived. It was torture. It was hell. But I guess he considered his life so boring. And maybe that's why he got into drugs. Then he became homeless at a very young age. He was homeless for almost all of his adult life, and he was always in and out of hospital because it was very dangerous. Obviously, it's not the safest environment to be homeless. But even no matter how many times we tried to take him home and put him in rehab, he always found a way to escape. He identified with being homeless. He identified with living on the street. Yeah. And that's where he was murdered. I don't want to discuss how he was murdered on his birthday. But what I do want to say is that when you lose a baby brother, someone who was so forgiving and talented. He was a great artist. His laugh, he asked for so little. When you lose someone who is so pure-hearted like that, you grieve even on the best days. And today's his birthday, and I really tried really hard to kind of let it go. I even popped into a random chat to try and get my mind off of it. It didn't work. So I thought the best thing I could do was to talk about him. And tell everyone today to love your siblings. They are the best gifts your parents have ever given you. And to forgive each other if you are mad at each other. And to reach out if you haven't spoken with them in a while. And if it just so happens that your relationship with your sibling is too far gone because you were just two different people, then wish them well and send them good vibes and never curse them. Happy birthday, Danny. I love you so much. And I miss you. And I want to say thank you for being my brother.